We mentioned earlier that when making calculations, it's important to understand the data types in the fields so you can avoid running into errors. Using Alteryx, we'll look at field types in our files and change them so that a calculation can be made. We're going to start with a file from the Alteryx samples directory called statepopulations.csv. CSV files contain a series of strings separated by commas, so when opened in Alteryx, each of the fields will be these string field types. I'd like to create a new field that is the population density per area square mile. As you can see, we have an area field and we have a total population field. So to make this calculation, we're simply going to divide the population by area. If we try to do this without changing the data types of these fields, we'll get an error message. I'll attach the formula tool and create the new field called pop density. Then to create the formula to calculate the population density, I'll select the population and divide that by area square miles. When I do this, I immediately get an error message saying formula tried to apply numeric operator to string value. We can't divide or do arithmetic on string fields. We'll need to change the field types from strings to numbers. To do this, I'm going to introduce two methods, using the select tool and the autofield tool. First, to use the select tool, we're going to drop it on the line in between the file input and the formula tool. From here, we're going to change the area square miles and the total population to numbers. Because the area square miles has decimal places in it, we can choose a double for this value, which can handle decimals. The total population field is a whole number, so we'll select int 64, which is an integer. The field types are explained in great detail in the help in Alteryx, which you can bring up by simply hitting F1 on the keyboard while the select tool is active. Now if we run our workflow, the formula tool will work and a new field with our population density will be populated. To bring this new field up, we simply click on the anchor at the end of the formula tool and the new field will be shown below. Another way to change field types is an alternative to the select tool by using the autofield tool. If you had too many fields in your file and you didn't want to manually change each one, you could use the autofield tool, as it can change all of the string fields automatically to the most appropriate field type that fits with its data. You can find it by searching for autofield in the search bar. Connect it to the input file and simply run the workflow. You won't notice anything different in the data, but if you do click on the metadata over here on the left, you'll notice that the field types and sizes have changed. So these are the types and sizes for the output. These are the field types and sizes for the input. Notice how they all started as vstring 254 and they became a variety of different sizes and formats.